Welcome to City on a Hill Gaming, a tabletop RPG actual play and discussion podcast. We hope you enjoy our show. Welcome back to City on a Hill Gaming, and I'm just going to get straight to it.
Hello.
Cameron is our... what is the proper term for that in this game?
Narrator.
Narrator, thank you.
I really think they should have done Watcher, just for the record.
Oh, that would have been good, yes.
I think that would have been really good.
Hard agree. Emma, say hi and introduce your character.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm playing Andy, also known as Andy. She has no alter ego as a superhero. She's just Andy, and she's an android, and she's basically computer-based power set. So electricity and phasing and copy pasting.
I forgot she can do that. I'm excited about that. Andrea.
Hi. I'm playing Sage Sullivan, codename Flora. My power is plant growth and manipulation, and that's all I have to say.
And it's Ryan, and I am playing Grace Granite, aka Fissure, and she is essentially an earthbender, I guess, for lack of a better way of saying it. Her powers were all like stone based. When we last left our heroes.
So last time we met our team, who all conveniently go to school or work in the same building at Empire State University. After some superheroing, they saved some people at a diner and then found themselves over the next couple months taking care of the area around the university and protecting their neighborhood. They found themselves invited via magical portal to try out to join the Avengers. Their names put forward by Tony Stark, Professor X, and Storm to become part of this team. They made their way over to Avengers Mansion, and when Captain America began to give his speech, he was interrupted by what our heroes could assume was an earpiece. That is where we are going to pick up. Sam looks over at y'all and says, "This is not how I intended your tryout to go, but I think this might be the perfect opportunity for the three of you. We have just gotten word that a building in y'all's own hometown or home area is under attack from Hydra. It seems that they have broken into the Howard and Maria Stark building. Police have been dispatched and are on the way here. They will be forming a perimeter, and we think this is a great time for you to show not only the people here, but the city of New York, what it means to protect the city from evil. New Avengers, assemble."
Ooh, he said the thing.
He said the thing.
I thought you were going to say Hydra had taken over the diner, and I'm like, not again.
Not the diner.
One diner in specific.
Not the diner.
They have the best coffee in the city.
Come on,
really
guys.
Did.
We
At some
literally
point, I just got it free.
we dispatched a group of AIM robots like 30 minutes before we came here. Come on. Leave that poor waitstaff alone. First question, can we take a Quinjet? No. I mean, we're here.
I know how to pilot those things.
She does. I'm legitimately trying to think of what the most efficient way for us to get back across town is, because it's New York.
Dude, I can fly.
I mean, I can too,
probably
but
the
still.
Same way we got here, right?
Yeah. All right, let's roll out.
We don't have
No,
to
wait, that's the
deal
other
with
guys.
the
Never mind, I can't
traffic.
say that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say this after we wrapped the previous episode. Andrea, I know you burned focus in the last battle. Go ahead and get that focus back.
No, sick.
Okay.
Since time has passed. And so if anybody else used focus,
Is
y'all
that
didn't
like
get
a
hit.
long rest kind of thing.
Yeah, in
Okay.
this you regain hit points and focus as you as you are out of combat and as you sleep.
Okay.
And so like you gain more when you sleep. For the sake of this, it's been since that was months ago.
It's gonna say it's been a while.
You are back up to full. Everybody give me a logic check. This is going to be for how well do you know the Howard and Maria Stark building.
Hey, I got a Marvel.
Not
Nice.
well. So this is out of combat, so my total's 9.
Okay.
That's an 18 with a 1.
With the Marvel.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Andy and Flora, y'all both know that the Howard and Maria Stark building is used to help with researching different timelines, different parts of the multiverse. And then Andy, with your fantastic success, you would know that on top of just like researching like the other multiverses, it also is a place that has records of like multi-dimensional beings. So
Research.
characters like America Chavez, as an example of like, they would have a registry of characters that are known to jump between multiverses.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah. They can't get their hands on this. There's too much powerful information there. Guys, we gotta go stop them.
Okay.
It's the research.
gotta save the research.
We
I mean, the
gotta
people.
save
The research.
You
And
get the
the
research.
people.
We'll get the people. Together it'll all
Priorities.
be taken
Yeah.
care of. You know you're a robot when.
Yeah.
The research
Yeah.
The
is
data,
important.
no. I mean,
Not
the
the
civilians, no.
Look, she's chaotic good, okay?
We got the second half. That's fine. It's fine.
We're picking alignments like that.
You can use whatever tool you want that helps you RP your character.
This is fair.
So,
Okay,
I'm
we'll
gonna
head
jump
over, I
y'all-
guess.
I'm going to jump y'all over to the building.
I don't know why, but the X-Men 97 theme song is playing in my head now.
Okay, so before you stands a 3-story building, and then while I did put y'all's minis kind of at the front of the building, there is like a police line, and then the people that Sam told y'all would be here, they do seem to have created a perimeter around the building, and you do see a police somebody that you would assume is the police chief, or the officer in charge, kind of standing by the door, like giving orders to the people around them. What would y'all like to do?
Put on my bedazzled glasses.
Oh, I mean, you've been superheroing the whole time, so I assumed you had.
She
your
forgot to
bedazzled
put them
glasses
on.
Oh man, you could have revealed your identity.
Wow.
They were on her head the whole time.
Yeah,
I forgot.
everyone will
My
now know that
identity has
Andy
been
is Andy.
revealed. Guess I'm gonna put my bedazzled glasses on anyway.
There's one 12-year-old watching on TV. It's like, wait a minute.
Wait, is that Andy?
I figured it out.
Guys, text the whole group with their head.
The only response is, yeah, we know.
Huh? So wait, there was a specific person we were supposed to look for?
I mean, there's a police chief outside.
Okay.
Sam did not give you like the name of someone, but he did tell you that the police would be on site.
She'll all too confidently walk up and say, what do you got, Chief?
He'll say, "Oh, I heard the Avengers were on the way. Was not expecting a
finger
little
guns."
pipsqueak, but finger guns."
Working on the finger guns.
We're here.
but That's us.
Laura is
He'll,
notably not finger gunning at all.
All
Yeah.
the time.
Like as they both put up finger guns, the chief looks at Flora and says, "So the situation that we have is pretty serious.
She's our supervision.
We don't really know what it is that they are looking for, but Hydra does seem to have taken over the building. We have reports of somewhere between 5 and 10 Hydra agents from what we have seen on the security cams. And then the first thing that they did when they entered the building was cut power to external lights, and then filled the inside with smoke. And so we cannot see what they are doing inside, but we assume, of course, that since it's Hydra, they are up to no good."
Oh, like Team Rocket.
He'll say, "Yes, exactly like the fictional Team Rocket."
Busting
Great.
again.
Are there
What?
any hostages inside?
From what we can tell, there were at least 2 people doing research. We do not know. That's just based on badge scans, so we don't know where they are in the building. We don't know what's going on.
My people.
We just know that there are at least 2 people in the building. Y'all got to the Avengers Mansion around 6. It's now probably like 7:30. So like it is well outside of like normal hours. And then while this is on campus, this is not like an educational building. Like this is a building that like has its own funding and like doesn't like, it's not used for teaching, basically.
In we go, I guess. In we go.
And we go.
Do we want
So
to
y'all do
No, never mind. We can't split the party, right?
Nah.
Y'all can
the
do
party.
whatever you want.
Bring it on.
Or like, well, I'm just used to RPGs where you're like, don't split the party, but from like a superhero perspective, it feels like we would kind of want to like spread
It's a
out
more
little bit,
likely
but,
thing
like,
to, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Okay, we'll go in the front lobby first, and then we'll split up.
Yeah. I don't know
Okay.
about you, but I'm more of a from a distance kind of person.
We don't really have a tank.
We don't. What's
Together.
a tank?
We can be a tank together.
I'm battery
Yeah.
powered. I sit on a little charging dock every night.
So y'all are going to just walk through the front door?
I'm gonna
Andy
float through the front door. Thank you very
Dang.
much.
is Andy mag safe?
Sure. I think her power draw though might
Exceed.
overwhelm it a little bit too much.
Okay. In through the front door we go.
Okay. As you enter the building, you do hear a commotion. You see what looks to be 6 tables filled with various constellations. And then there is an empty like reception desk. As you maybe take a little bit extra moment to gather yourselves, you do notice there are 6 people in what very obviously is Hydra gear. And so roll for initiative.
Oh gosh.
I mean, we might as well just go in, guns a-blazing.
That's right, baby. Here we go.
That's an option.
11.
I got a marvel.
That is 16.
13. Fantastic.
For Flora, fantastic 13.
Yeah.
For Flora, just roll 1d6 and tell me the number.
6.
Okay. Flora, you are the only one with a fantastic. So you will be acting first again. So you do have 2 Hydras kind of on each side behind the constellations. Straight ahead of you, you do see what looks to be the elevators, and that is being flanked by 2 other Hydra agents. And then on the other side are the 2 other Hydras. What would you like to do?
What did I say my initiative was? Sorry.
16.
I did my math wrong. It's 19.
Okay.
But either way, you can go first.
Well, yeah, she still has a fantastic, so
Yeah.
she will still act first. So
Historically, I do not enjoy going first. Okay. Do any of them look more in charge than any of the other ones?
no, you do notice they all seem to be wearing the same equipment.
They're okay. Then I'm probably gonna just kind of do a similar move that I did in the diner. I'm gonna kind of run up closer and try to catch these 2 on the left in vines.
Okay. So you're going to do the trapping again. And so they are going to use their reactions to try to break out. Okay. Neither of them breaks out as they're like tied up in your vines. Okay. And then Andy, over to you.
That is me. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to hang out here by the reception desk for a little bit. Movement. And I think I'm going to finger guns elemental ricochet at this first guy on the right.
Okay.
Because that is the thing I can do. That is 16.
16 agility. That is going to be a hit.
Yeah. So that is going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay. Your energy like shoots out and kind of like pulses around them. They get a little bit of like the taser thing. But they are able to stay on their feet.
Yeah. And that's it.
Flora, back to you again.
So I've got both of them trapped, right?
Yes. Both of the 2 on the left are vined.
Okay. I'm gonna do the furious attack because that's the one I think where I can do. It's like 1 melee attack on 2 targets,
Okay.
and they would get like half damage. I think it like splits between them.
Yep.
So I'm gonna like have some extra, but I don't know. This is like vines, a plant that grows out of a vine, like a I don't know, a giant one of those, the Seymour, the Venus flytrap kind of.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yep.
just come out and kind of like punch them both in the face.
Bam.
So,
Okay.
it's a
second.
melee attack.
Yes, you're giving me a melee attack. Oh, sorry. Actually, they are paralyzed because of your webs. You automatically hit. So like,
Right.
so just give me damage for hitting both of them.
Okay.
You still need to roll because since we use the red die for that, but if you get fantastic, of course, that matters as well. But you do automatically hit.
Okay. So damage it's 19
Total?
I think so I think it's split between them.
So that'll end up being 10 to both of them.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Actually, because you are using a melee weapon, I believe you're blunt, correct?
Yeah.
I am going to flavor this as a bow staff. So I'm going to give you, just based on how you described that with hitting them with the vines. And so I'm going to give you an extra +1 damage multiplier for that choice. So rerun your numbers, but with an additional. So I believe you would have a ×3. So now it's a ×4.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll again, or
No, so use the same roll,
Yeah.
but just change the math.
I totally remember I didn't pick up the die and mess that up at all.
If you want to, you can re-roll. We could also math our way back to it.
I unmathed it, so now I can re-math it.
Sorry,
So
I meant to say that before I actually had you do the math, and then I completely forgot.
Wait, anti-math it.
Yeah.
So it's ×4 instead of ×3 is what you said, right?
Correct.
So that's 24.
24. Okay. Okay. So they're going to each take 12 damage from that half. And so, okay. Anything else that you would like to do on your turn as you walk up, wallop them both with your vines or the plants that grow out of the vines? And
No, I think I'm good.
okay. Then next up are going to be the Hydra agents. So the ones that are caught are going to attempt to break out. Neither of them are going to break out. And then for the other two, or the other four, the one that Andy just shot at will shoot back at Andy. So this is going to be against your agility defense. That's going to be a miss. I'm not even do the math. And then the one in the very back is going to shoot at at Flora. So 15 versus your agility defense.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You're going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
This one on the back right, also by the elevator, is going to shoot at Andy. I'm going to give them trouble since there's a desk in the way. You specifically called out that you're hiding behind that.
Yeah.
9 to hit your agility.
Nope.
Okay. And then this one middle right is going to shoot at Fissure, who has not gone yet, so they are not behind cover. That's going to be a hit. 17. So against your agility defense.
So, question. Elemental protection. Is the reaction... Do I have to use it before I see if you hit or not?
No.
Okay. And can I use it to protect other people, or is it self?
I believe it is self. Let me...
It is self. Okay.
Because then elemental sphere encompasses other people.
Oh, okay.
This is what I just had to take out because I had elemental sphere, but the prereq is protection.
Okay.
And I don't have protection, so I just swapped it for...
I'll use protection 2 to absorb 20.
Okay.
As a reaction, just using my focus.
So then in that case, you'll it will not be enough to break through your protection. And that is a concentrate. So I guess I actually need to tell you that's going to have been 8 damage. And so you still have 12 damage left on your protection as long as you can keep concentrating. Okay. And then Fissure, over to you since they have all gone. And just make sure you're tracking your focus and doing all of that for everybody.
How big in space radius? Whoa.
Oh, and I should say on their turn, they say, keep them down here. Don't let them get upstairs.
So each square is a space, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
I can get the front 4, I guess.
Okay.
For Elemental Barrage, which is an ego attack versus resilience to all targets in 10 space radius of chosen point. Okay, then I'm going to choose a point in the middle that gets all 6.
Okay.
Because it's just line of sight.
Yeah. So for people that may know the system well, Elemental Barrage is a rank 4 move, but Ryan took Surprising Power, which let him grab this one for Fissure. And so, so give me an ego attack.
Ego you go. Oh, good. Okay. That is a total of 20 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yes. And then ego is times 3 plus 3, so 18 damage.
Okay. And it's halved to each of them.
So 9 to each of them, I guess.
Yeah, in this game you do always round up, just as a call out. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
18, yeah, 9. That's fine.
So yeah, it doesn't matter for this, but just for future. So
okay, and she'll stay behind the rest of the barrier she has up, or the protection, whatever, the stone wall. Yeah, she just picks a point in the middle of the room, and just stones come flying out in all directions from the middle of that point. Okay, sick.
Okay. So you notice as we go into our second full round of combat, the two that are vined on the left-hand side do look like they are not doing the best. And then the other one, front right, that got finger gunned is looking a little rough. And then the three in the back seem more than ready to keep on hailing Hydra. So
Don't do that in real life, people.
Please don't.
Not recommended.
Yeah, do not recommend.
Yeah, like in the top of my head, I'm like, hey, oh wait, no, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's the thing we don't do.
So Andy, back over to you.
I'm gonna point at the guy in the front right.
Okay.
And I'm going to give him a thumbs up. And I'm gonna say copy paste. And I'm gonna clone his moves.
Okay.
So basically, I pick another character within 10 spaces and in my line of sight, and I duplicate all their powers that could be selected with a special training origin. And I can now use those as if they were always mine. Okay.
I'm going to send you a message because plot twist, all of their abilities can be used with the special training.
Baby. Copy paste.
So instead of like typing this out, I'm going to just send you a picture of their abilities.
Just copy paste that to me, baby.
Yeah, I DM'd it to you. And so, yes, you have successfully copied their abilities.
Fabulous.
I even scrolled up to check and I was like, yep, they have the special training origin. That is.
I figured. That is my action or whatever. Can I use my movement to just like duck back down behind the desk? Great.
Flora, back over to you then.
Okay. Which one hit me?
Back left.
Okay. And they haven't been hit by anything yet, right?
They were hit by Fissure's barrage.
Okay.
That hit all 6 of them, but they have not taken any additional damage besides that.
Okay. Well, I'm a little salty that they hit me, so I'm gonna get. I don't know. Gonna do a vicious attack.
Okay. So they are like other side of the room from you. So what you would need to do, you could use your vine slinging, as discussed, to vine sling your way over there, because I do believe that gives you 15 squares of movement with vine slinging. And so you can like grab like the door of the elevator behind them and like pull yourself over.
Okay, I would like to do that. And then, and then I'm gonna just punch him in the face with a bunch of flowers.
With a bunch of flowers. Okay. So give me your attack roll. Because you have the momentum of your vine sling, I'm going to give you edge, which again, for everybody playing along at home, means you can re-roll any one of your dice and take the higher result. So.
Okay. I get 2 ones. I re-rolled one of them and it's a 1. So.
No.
That's 11.
11 against their melee. I do believe that is a hit. So go ahead and give me that damage. And you get a +1 still for using your flowers. Okay. Or +1 to your multiplier. So times 4.
That's 12 damage.
12. Okay. They were not expecting you to come across all the room so quickly, and they are frazzled by these flowers that they took to the face. Anything else you would like to do?
Can I like step back a little bit?
Yeah, you could like back away from them some.
Okay, yeah. I just want to put a little space just so I'm not like right up.
So from like a flavor perspective, you like vine slung over there, hit them, and then kind of like looped around and like landed more towards the middle. So Thugs, the trapped ones are going to attempt to break out. They are both going to fail. The agent that you just attacked is going to attack Flora back.
Weird.
They're actually going to step up one square closer to you. Then they are going to use snap shooting to shoot at you. 14 against your agility.
Yeah.
That does hit. Oh, it was a fantastic success for them. So you're going to take 14 damage. And then you are now bleeding. So at the end of each of your turns, you are going to take 5 health damage. You can do a logic check on your turn to try to stop the bleeding. That would take your action. And then, so your main ways to stop this are either to somehow heal, which could be using your karma to heal. We have not really talked about karma a lot in this so far. But you could use your karma to heal. You could heal a different way, or you could use like your action on your turn to stop. And so the agent back right is going to shoot at Fissure. 15 to hit your agility.
Is it beats it, meets it, beats it?
Yep, meets it, beats it. Yeah.
Okay, then yes, because it's 15.
Okay. You're going to take 7 more off of your elemental protection.
Okay.
And just like the rocks like come up and block the bullets. The one middle right is going to shoot at Andy. Rolling rocks over here. 15 to hit your agility.
Agility, yes.
Oh, I'm going to actually give them... Okay, never mind. 1 second. 12 to hit your agility. I'm giving them trouble because you are behind cover.
No.
Okay. And then the other one, front right, is going to shoot at you as well. I'm not even going to bother re-rolling. They miss. And then that is all of the guards. So Fissure, over to you. Guards, the agents, Hydra agents.
Whichever one is... Wait, where's... I'll do this one.
Okay.
They're on the left. I'm just going to do elemental... Whichever one of those didn't use focus. Elemental...
Burst.
Burst, yeah. I'll use burst.
Okay.
So agility attack. No, maybe. Wait, 14?
That is a hit.
Okay. And then 2 times 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
Okay. They, as they're wrapped up in the vines, and this rock comes and hits them, they are just going to kind of faint as they're just like being held up against the force of Flora.
She pauses and she's like, finger guns.
You got to put more oomph into it.
Have you seen the video of the little kid who like is figuring out how thumbs up works?
Yes.
And he moves all his fingers around and he's like, huh. And everybody, and she's like, yeah. Finger guns.
Get on. Okay. Would you like to do anything else with your turn? Would you like to move, do anything?
Nope, stand behind the wall. There's a little bit of wall left. Stand here.
Okay. Andy, over to you. We now have 5 Hydra agents, one of which is vined for our... as we go into this round, the back left and front right are the ones that are most beat up, other than the vined person. The 2 back right and middle right are both doing okay.
Great. So what I want to do is I want to snap shoot an elemental burst, which means if I understand it correctly, I can split it between 2 characters.
Yeah.
So I want to do, if I can do that.
Yeah, so you can't like combine abilities like that, but
Okay.
I will let you.
Great.
You can snap shoot, and we can flavor it as you shooting electricity. Of like that's perfectly
Great.
fine. But
Great.
yeah,
I'm going to do that front right, back left.
okay. So give me your agility attack.
What is math? 17.
That's a hit. Yeah.
22 points of damage.
Oh. Oh.
Finger guns.
Hey!
Okay, they do take half for snap shooting.
Great. So the base
Since-
math, so it's 11 points of damage to each.
11 each.
Boom, baby.
Which actually doesn't matter because plot twist. The highest one was 11 points of health left. And
Sick.
11
so
here
as you
and 11 there.
yeah, I assume as you finger gun, Flora just sees this like blast of electricity shoot past her head, and it takes out the one next to her, as well as you taking out the one in the front right.
You and you. Go down. Time for a nap.
You get an elemental burst. You get an elemental burst. You get
Everyone
gets an
gets
elemental
one. And that's it. I'm gonna duck back down behind my little desk.
Okay. So over to Flora then. And then we had not covered this in our pre-chat, or it did not come up last session, but y'all as heroes do have a resource called Karma. You have 3 points of it, 1 per rank that you are. And as essentially a free action, you can use a point of Karma to make a check. And if you pass that check, you will heal. So that would be another way to stop the bleeding.
Is that like a bonus action?
Yeah, essentially it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think to start, I want to. Well, I don't actually know if I can. That's too far. I think we're gonna kind of move over here to this table and sort of take cover and deal with the bleeding. So, let's do a karma. Let's see what that's like.
Yeah. Well, let's say if you want to, we could say before you moved, you could do the karma thing. And assuming that heals you, that could affect your decision for what you want to do for your rest of your turn. So if you want to do it that way.
Maybe. Okay. Sure.
Because then if you do heal here, you might not need to take cover, and use your action to try to stop the bleeding. So, give me a resilience check, and remember this counts as non-combat. So give your full, both your ability score and your non-combat, since you're not using this again as a hostile action.
That's a 13.
Okay, that is going to succeed, and so you needed to get a 10. So now you're going to, I didn't want to tell you the number because I wanted to build suspense. So you are going to now heal your Marvel die times your rank amount of HP, which will take care of the bleeding. So
I'm rolling again, right?
No, same, whatever that result was.
Whatever that was. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep, I was ready for this. So I wanted to do the hit and run.
Okay.
And I think that's another one where I have to go close to them. And then it says something about like it's a close attack and then you move up to a half run speed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means.
So your run speed, I believe, is going to be 5. Or did you get
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. So you can basically use your movement to move up to them, then do an attack, and then you'll get to move 3 squares.
Okay. Am I too far away from them to do that?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna go up to him or whoever and do a nice face full of zinnias. They're pretty.
Okay. So give me that damage.
Oh, it's a fantastic. I just fully blanked on how to.
Add them all. Yeah, add them all up, and then add your melee modifier.
Okay.
So, it is late. We are like at the end of a day. So
My modifier. I'm sorry. Right? I add it. It's all adding.
yes, just all adding for now.
Okay. That's a 15. A fantastic 15.
That is a fantastic success, and so you're going to give me what I assume is going to be enough to completely take them out of Marvel die. In your case, times 4 plus 4 doubled. So what you currently had, you're 6 on your Marvel die. Don't re-roll.
Okay.
And so because you had the fantastic success.
Yeah.
So that counts as a 6.
56.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. 56. So
Okay.
that's a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
That is a lot of flowers. Yes, they are.
It's like a Macy's Thanksgiving parade of flowers.
Most definitely knocked out. And so, and then you have 3 squares of movement to go wherever you would like to go from your hit and run.
I don't even need to run away now.
Well, you could move closer to another one.
Yeah, all right. I'll come closer to this other guy.
Does the floral arrangement she left behind count as cover? Like,
For this, I'm going to say no.
They just look pretty while they're sleeping.
Okay. And then it's going to be the Hydra agent's turn. The one remaining tied up one is going to attempt to break out. They are going to fail. The one next to Flora, the only one that's left that isn't indisposed, who's only been hit by fissure. So I do think as Flora is sneaking up behind him, is going to still shoot at fissure. 14 to hit?
no, because it's
Okay.
15. This is agility.
Yes, agility.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. They did get a fantastic failure, though. And so I'm going to tick off 1 point of your elemental protection
That's fine.
as the bullet like ricochets off of you. And then I am going to give y'all here, y'all got this last guard. And so I'm not going to make us go through this next round.
I just
as you
look
are
at
able
him
to.
and I point
Yeah.
at the police outside. I'm just like, just go.
But I was going to use his own skills against
Oh, that's
him.
true. She hasn't got to do that yet.
She got to use the snap shooting.
I got to use the snap
to take out
shoot.
2 people, like literally
I'm gonna
best
do it
case scenario
again,
for snap
so-
shooting.
That was good.
So, and I will say here, like, it's not, y'all don't necessarily have to make them surrender. There can be, like, this can be another round of combat. I'm going to just not have us go through the rigmarole of another round of combat. 3-on-1, y'all are very easily able to take them out. And so,
I appreciate the break from the math.
yes, yeah. So y'all have 6 mostly knocked out Hydra agents. What would y'all like to do?
Oh, I turn around and I motion for the officers to come take the lobby and take the Hydra agent.
Their procedure would not allow them to like stay in the building because they do not want to get in the way of supers. But they
that's
will
fine.
come and get the Hydra agents, like handcuff
Take 'em
them
outside.
and take them outside.
Okay, close enough. That's fine.
And
Oh,
then-
I grab one of them by the collar and just say, "Where?"
Upstairs, obviously.
I mean, yeah.
like,
Said that.
he's like, listen, man, it's just my first day. Like, I'm just here to make money to feed my family. He just like keeps talking. It's almost like he's trying to stall you.
That's a crazy first day.
What about the researchers?
You should get a different job. Let's
Get
go.
a different job. On the northwest corner is a staircase. There's also an elevator right in front of you. On the right-hand side, there are doors that are clearly marked as bathrooms. And then there's a handful of other,
Like little offices.
other like little offices and stuff like that.
I feel like the elevators are trapped. That feels
Yeah.
obvious to me. Except I kind of want to just take the elevators. It's easier.
Sage is canonically as claustrophobic as Andrea is and would take the
Oh,
stairs.
okay, fair enough. Yes, that's fine. We will take the stairs
Also,
then.
they're faster generally. I mean, no.
Like the stairs, but she'll casually fly up them.
Phases through each floor.
I might
Actually,
own
no, that
later.
sounds more fun. She is going to face through each floor.
Okay. So y'all are going to enter a second floor. You don't see anything strange about this floor. There you again see the elevators. There seems to be like conference rooms. Of course, another set of bathrooms and all that kind of stuff, but you don't see anything else. And then the staircase does loop around and continue up the stairs.
Traditional
Look at
film
the-
walking montage.
Yeah.
The bathrooms
Except
on
one of
this-
us is phasing through walls.
I like that the map has like ADA compliant bathrooms. That's
Yes.
It's good, yes.
good
Yeah.
detail.
Yeah, the person who does the maps for Marvel Multiverse is fantastic.
These are actually really
they're, like,
nice.
the maps are like super good. Do y'all want to just continue up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sage and Grace here just having casual conversation while Andy just floats casually through the floor.
Does she
Okay,
do
so
this
if y'all
every
want to-
day? Yeah. She doesn't like the stairs.
You do see 2 researchers tied up, and near them is a single Hydra agent who seems to be typing away on a computer. This wall here is like glass, and so like while there is a door, you can see through into this room. Kind of like downstairs, how there were the displays of various constellations. In this one, there are 3 separate globes that are circling. And then the agent is over against the wall on a computer typing. What would you like to do?
Andy wants to phase through the glass window.
I was considering just knocking it out with a stone, like throwing like a rock at it so it just shatters the whole glass window and we just walk in.
Andy just wants to walk through it first. Phase
That's
through
fine.
it first.
I feel like property damage is discouraged when possible, right?
If the Marvel Universe has taught me anything, no.
That's why I said when possible.
Okay, touche. Yes, when possible.
If we were throwing a person through it, then that's one thing.
It's considered fine. Yes, we'll go the long way.
Okay.
Long way.
We have to walk all the way around.
I've always wondered what they do with all the property damage. I'm like, do they have just like a person?
There's just in-world
like
insurance.
At Avengers
Yeah, there's got to be
Tower
like
who handles all of
insurance
it.
for super powered people.
There's like a
Yeah,
whole
like for
thing with that one of
superpowered,
the-
like-
one- isn't it one of the Spider-Man movies?
Yeah, there's a Department of Damage Control, but
It's like all
that's
these
not
like third-party contractors who are like,
yeah,
Yep.
but they're not like they are like dealing with like the rubble side of it,
That's
not
true,
dealing
yeah.
with like the insurance side of it. So as y'all get into the room, one of you
In our
phasing
own desired
through,
ways.
yeah, the others of you using the door. The big screen in front of the agent has a bar that progresses and it hits 99, 100.
no.
And as soon as it hits 100, they pull out their blaster and just blow up the computer.
This is not a Hydra agent. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. And then as he turns and they turn around and look and see the three of you and say, "You're too late. We have what we have come for." And as that occurs, an explosion takes out the right-hand wall. And you see
How'd we save the glass?
We saved the window.
you see two what look to be Hydra Iron Men fly into the room. So think Iron Man suit, but like they have the Hydra symbol instead of like the arc reactor. Roll for initiative.
Yay.
Yeah.
Spooky.
10.
That's 19 again.
I feel like we understand where the difference in you and I's point spread is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get a fantastic 17.
Fantastic 17. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Flora, you got this bonus round again. So over on against the wall, you have the two armored Hydra suits, and then you have the single agent similar to the one that you fought before.
Okay.
What
This
would you
is
like to do?
Just for my knowledge, this is not a thing I'm currently threatened with, but what would happen if I ran out of focus?
You would essentially faint.
Oh, okay. So don't want to do that.
Yeah. And again, you can't willingly go below 1 on your own, but there are like attacks that could drain your focus that enemies could do to you, as well as, of course, like you do have abilities that would bring you down lower. So
Okay. So I'm probably not gonna do my signature trapping situation. But
you can use karma to regain focus, similar to how you use it to regain health. So you do have that
Oh, okay.
option.
oh
Cool.
well, no, let's spice it up. Do something different. I'm gonna go for this one. This one. That's a great. This is a podcast. The one of the Hydra Iron Men that is closer to me. And I'm gonna make a vicious attack. So I'm gonna can I like do the vine
Can
swinging
like vine sling your way over there?
closer to him? Yeah, and then vicious attack with. I'm feeling pretty good about those zinnias from earlier when I buried that one guy, so I'm gonna hit him again with some of those.
Yep. So go ahead and move yourself over there, and then give me a melee attack against them.
That's a 13 to hit.
Okay, that will be a hit, but then you do notice that because they are armored, not all of your damage is going to actually go through. So you're going to drop your damage multiplier by 2.
Oh, they have
So instead of
DR.
being 4, it's going to end up being 2.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. A flower versus an Iron Man suit. So that's 10.
10. Okay. And then that is your move and attack. We are going to then go over to Emma. What's Andy up to?
Andy is going to move her distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's gonna elemental burst at the agent thing at the computer, just for the heck of it.
Okay.
That's 17 to hit.
The normal agent is a hit.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be 19 points of damage.
Okay. And you notice that whereas the other ones downstairs seem to be much better equipped, this one seems to not have as much armor, and that's actually going to just take them out of the fight.
Great. One less thing to deal with. Is he like holding anything? USB drive.
He just like has a
Thumb
a blaster.
Great. No thumb drives that I can stick in my head.
As a reminder for everyone, typically if you find thumb drives on the ground, you should not plug them into anything.
Don't
Especially
do that.
not yourself.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, especially not yourself if you are an android.
You know
That's
what?
how you get a virus.
Not brains, not wisdom.
Oh, you could get a virus.
Guess I'm gonna have to go to the mechanic instead of the doctor. Yeah, that's all I can do right now.
Flora, over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him again with some more flowers. Same
Okay.
vicious attack. That's a 16.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay,
And then again, your damage multiplier is reduced by 2.
16 damage.
Okay, cool. As you go and attack them, they are going to use their reaction to return fire.
Just more flowers, right?
It's just flowers, man. So this is going to be against your vigilance defense.
That's totally my best one.
I mean, 22.
What happens if my defense is half? Does that there's the means it beats it, but if it's half of it, then it's
Yeah.
You take half damage.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
How much focus do you have?
If I did my math correctly, I have 18.
Okay. You now have 0 focus.
Oh boy.
So they fantastic success, and then this deals damage to your focus instead of to your health. And so,
Cool.
so as you come and wallop them with flowers, they blast back like an energy blast out of their chest, and it knocks you out. So you can use your karma to regain focus. Similarly, everyone else, you could go up and use karma as a way of healing Flora's mind, I guess, for lack of a better way.
So we can do it for her.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. And so from a mechanic standpoint, Flora is demoralized is the in-game term. And so, so you're not like, you're not like unalert. You just like are you just can't can't take actions basically. And then as a reminder, you can use karma at any time. It does not have to be during your own turn, but I would recommend not using it until it's your turn again so you don't get attacked. So the armored enemies are going to... It's going to fly up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fly there. They are... The one on the top is going to use covering fire on Andy. And so this is going to also be against your vigilance defense. 18 against your vigilance defense.
Yep.
Okay. You are going to lose 26 focus.
No biggie. I can handle that.
And then that is its reaction. For the top one's turn, it is going to use an ability called Headshot on Fissure. And so it's going to be against your agility. Oh, you got so lucky. 14.
15.
Oh man. The ability has trouble just naturally.
Oh, by default, yeah.
And I had a fantastic that I had to re-roll. And then I rolled obviously one short of hitting.
Yes.
So I was going to wreck you.
Bring it on, man.
And then the one by or to the east of Andy is going to use an elemental blast. No, not that. Yeah, elemental burst. There we go. 17 against your agility.
Yes.
And then you are going to take 36 health damage.
Okay.
And then Fissure, over to you.
Okay, I will do elemental last. I can get more damage if I spend focus. Do I have to do that before I see if I hit?
Yes, you would have to like say
Okay.
how much you're doing.
I'm gonna spend 10 extra focus for 5 extra damage if I hit.
Okay.
And this is with edge. It's really helpful. Okay. 15 versus agility.
I would like to remind everyone that y'all have a reaction called Help Teammate
Oh,
that y'all could use to give
I would
someone.
like to use that.
thank you.
Okay. So that Ryan gives you edge. You can re-roll one of your dice.
Can that be the Marvel die?
Yeah, it can be whichever one you want.
Okay. 16.
That hits.
Yeah.
You found out what their agility defense is.
Sick.
Congratulations.
Perfect. Now that's actually higher, so that's good. Because it's the one I rerolled. So that will do
And your damage multiplier is going to be reduced by 2.
2. Okay, so that goes from 4 to 2. So that's 8. So 13 elemental damage
Plus 10 more.
plus 5 more. Because it's 1 per 2 focus.
So 18 total.
So 18 total, yeah.
That one, like, it seems like from the 2 hits from the flowers and then the attack from the rock, it is now like struggling to fly a little bit.
Do I need to if Andrea uses karma to restore focus, does that remove demoralize, or do I need to use my reaction? Okay, so I don't need to use my reaction to remove demoralize.
Yeah, demoralize is just have no focus. So.
Oh, okay. Because I have a thing that lets me remove demoralize.
Well, what is that?
It's called keep moving. It's one of the tactical. It's a reaction. It says remove demoralized or stunned condition from one ally in range.
Okay. You know what? if you want to use, if that's a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that, and then I'll say that we'll just say that restores 1 focus for
She has focus again.
for Flora. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my
Flora is
reaction.
no longer demoralized.
Thanks.
You got this.
And then Andy, over to you.
Okay. These like globe thingies.
Mhm.
Could I like move to the corner of one and take a little bit of like cover?
Mhm.
Like, okay. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna elemental burst at this lower evil Iron Man.
Okay, the bottom one.
Yeah. Ah, that's lame. That's like it's not gonna hit. It's gonna be a 10.
Okay. I don't know if re-rolling a die would help then in that case, but
I could try.
technically you have 2 teammates now who could both use their reaction
But I
to give you.
I just used my reaction, unfortunately.
Oh, that's
I
right.
have
You did
one
just use it.
still
So-
now that I'm focused again.
So in that case, that probably wouldn't help because you need a 16 to hit their agility,
Yeah.
and so
Then I will abstain.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I can use any of my own reactions, but I can't. So I'm just gonna sort of huddle in this corner and go,
Okay.
well, got a little
Um,
loose wire here.
that one will use its reaction to return fire on you. So this is against your vigilance. That is going to be a hit. It's like 20 something. So, and you're going to lose 36 more focus.
Okay. Going for the focus.
And then, Flora, over to you.
Okay. If I spend a karma to get focus, I like roll and I get some more. Like, is it the same
Yep.
as like the health? Okay, I'd
Yep,
like
yep.
to do that.
Okay. So give me a vigilance check.
10.
10. Okay, that succeeds. And so then whatever your Marvel die is times 3, and you'll regain that much focus.
Roll one step forward. All right, then I'm gonna run up to my buddy over here who knocked me out, and I'm gonna do a vicious attack. So
I'm going to give you edge on this so you can re-roll one of your dice because they thought they knocked you out.
Nice.
But now you are sneaking up behind them. And so So give me that melee roll, and then you can re-roll one of the dice.
13.
A 13?
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Okay. And then it's still the damage is still smaller, right?
Yes.
Oh, I got a fantastic a marble.
Oh, you don't re-roll, remember.
Does that matter?
It's whatever.
Oh, you don't reroll? Oh, okay. I'm doing great at
It's
this.
it's whatever you had. It's whatever you had on your other one.
I've been doing this wrong the whole time, possibly.
It's all good. It's a learning game. We're having fun.
Then I think, yeah, that's 14.
14? Okay. Oops.
No, wait, hold on. Wait a second. No, it's not. It's only 12.
Well, okay. With that hit though, one of their like thrusters goes out. They no longer have the ability to fly in this suit. Oh, actually, you know what? I did give you edge. So if you wanted to say you use that to re-roll your Marvel die and get that critical instead, if you hadn't used it.
Oh, no. It's okay.
It is going to be the Hydra suit's turn. I'm still a little bitter about missing this headshot, so I'm going to try it again. So headshot from the top one going at Ryan.
Bring it.
Oh, no. Yes, yeah. Going at Ryan. 16.
Ah, got me. It's 15.
Okay. You are going to take, Mathane,
That's not good.
42 damage.
I'm fine. Everything is fine. Yeah.
And you are stunned for 1 round.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, hold on. Let me go look at the thing.
So you are
Any
stunned.
powers
So,
the character is concentrating on and immediately they cannot take any actions. And all attacks against them have edge. This lasts for 1 round. Well, that sucks. Okay.
Hate that.
so you will be unstunned at like the start of the agent's next turn. So
Okay. So like I could use my reaction again on their turn.
yes, you would
Okay.
you would recover your reaction by then.
Cool.
This one over by Emma is going to fly by Andy is going to
Nice.
fly over to get a good angle on you since you did take cover. And it is going to try to headshot you. 15 agility.
Yes, by 1. My pace is 14.
You're going to take 52 damage, and
I'm
you are
down.
also stunned for
I'm,
1
I'm
round. Okay.
down. I only had 24 hit
Good
points.
night.
Okay. So again, you can use karma to regain hit points and come back into the fight.
Can I do that now?
I would I guess their turn is over. So yes, you could go ahead and do that.
Great. So how do I do that? I wasn't paying attention.
So you're going to give me a resilience check. Your target number is 10. As long as you succeed, you're then going to take your Marvel die times 3 and regain that much hit points.
That's
many.
above 10. That's
Yeah.
14 on the dice.
Yeah.
And then I roll.
So then you'll
do
take whatever your Marvel die is times 3.
the lowest. So 6.
Yep.
6
So you'll
health.
regain 6 hit points. So
Great.
their like energy blast comes, clocks you in the face. As you like faint, you like regain, like your system
Yeah.
like reboots and you like stand, you're stunned, but you are still standing
Am I stunned until the next round?
until the start of their next round. Yeah.
Ah, what does stun do?
You
Basically, we
take
can't do
actions.
anything.
Yeah.
And they have an
can I
easier time of
move?
hitting us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, conveniently that like there's no one else to use attacks against y'all. So until they would go.
I had this great plan for my turn, Cameron,
You know,
and now I can't do it.
speaking of your turn, I guess it's actually Fissure's turn, but Fissure is stunned. Andy is stunned. And so we'll go over to Flora.
Yeah, there we go.
Woo.
At least she
Okay.
still gets to go before they do. We're falling
Mm.
apart, man.
I had this great plan for my turn.
We didn't come up with a catchphrase and it's biting us.
No, I can't do that. I don't have enough. Okay, I'm gonna just keep going for this one in front of me.
Okay.
Can I do the, wait, how's that one work? Make a fast attack.
Okay.
Lets me make it says it's 1 melee attack against a target, and then I can make an additional single attack, right? So it's 2, is it 2
Mhm.
attacks? Okay.
Yeah. So in this case, you're making, since there's only one, well, yeah. So in this case, it's gonna be full attack against a single target. If you get a fantastic, you would also get an additional attack.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
No fantastic.
So give me the total.
Yeah. Oh, 12.
What'd you say?
12.
That's a hit.
Okay.
They do not have a lot of melee defense.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
Then the damage.
So, yeah, 8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Stunned people are now unstunned. And then
Unless we get stunned again.
unless you get
Don't
restunned.
say that.
I'm going to be a kind and generous narrator
Thank
and
you.
Yes.
and not chain headshots. So this one by Emma, it's going to actually shoot at Fissure with an elemental burst.
Okay,
20 something.
sure. I'll preemptively use elemental protection too.
Okay. Which gives you 20.
Yes.
You're going to end up taking 16 points of damage and your protection has been used up.
Okay.
The one by Flora is going to turn and it is going to, does this have, it's going to use its double tap ability to shoot at make a range attack against an enemy within 2 spaces.
And I dodge. No, that's not a reaction. Never mind.
There are reactions that let you dodge. So like there are like theoretically, yes, that is something you could do. But
All right.
that's going to be 19 to hit your agility.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be 31 points of health damage.
Okay.
And then we're going to go over to Fissure.
This has all been very rude. I will elemental blast again. I will spend 10 more focus.
And you have regained your
damage.
reaction since it is the start of your turn.
Okay, 19.
Okay, that does hit. That does hit their focus. So
Do they still have their DR?
yes, the DR still applies.
20 total.
20 total. The suit again kind of like it's already like struggling to stay afloat. It's not able to fly. It like fully like you see like the lights flickering, the Hydra emblem like is starting to like pulse in and out. But after a moment they stand back up and they are still on their feet. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Now I'm actually curious about that. Like what else I have that is no. I guess not.
Okay. Then Andy.
Key. I want to walk up to this Iron Man
Okay.
and I want to face through it to behind it. And as I'm phasing through it,
Ooh.
I want to use disrupt electronics.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's
I was-
awesome.
When I phase through electronics, I can scramble them, causing them to either shut down or crash. In the case of powers that are tech reliant and feature electronics, they are unusable for 1 turn while they reboot.
Okay. Do you need to make a check for that, or is it just
Nope.
Okay?
It's instant.
So-
and I just walk through tech and it shuts it down.
That's kind of
And I
sick.
just go-
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's time for a nap, buddy.
Yeah. So interestingly, like that means you can basically lock one down for
Yeah.
5 focus a turn.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So okay. So you phase through it. It is like in the air, and so you have to like kind of like jump through it to or fly through it to phase through it.
I can
And then
make that
once you
happen.
do that, it just like face plants out. Like it's not like flying high in the air, but obviously like all of the electronics just shut down as it falls and crashes on the ground.
Yep.
Flora, over to you.
I'm gonna try another fast attack because I want to hit it twice. No. 18.
That's a hit.
But I did roll a 6 on my model, so
Ooh,
better
I'm not going to make you
damage.
do math. That's enough to take it out.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
So it had 6 HP left after the
Nice.
attacks. And so you are able to successfully take it out.
Just bonking it with
Would
a
you-
giant sunflower.
Sunflower. Bam.
Sunflower attack. Okay, would you like to use your movement?
Yeah, I guess. Come up here more so I can see the other one.
Okay. The Hydra armor, where it's been like glowing yellow, begins to like flash red, and it says initiating emergency eject. And the suit just spits out the Hydra agent.
Oh, there's just
that
a
is
dude in there?
inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there was anyone in there.
It means you phased through him too. Yeah.
Nope.
This is like the eyeball licking thing. I don't like it.
What?
Emma always has one power or ability that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Her frog character in Pathfinder will
I play a frog druid in another campaign.
aggressively lick her eyeball at people because that's something frogs do.
And I
And
do
I
that,
hate it.
and I make her like do the thing where they blink one eye and then the other. So there's
Yeah.
always one eye open.
Emma
It's my
slowly
favorite
making me
thing to
reconsider
Yeah,
if I like
making
frogs.
making Ryan uncomfortable all of the time. Okay,
It's
so,
impressive.
Behind the scenes, I rolled an agility check for the Hydra agent for basically, are they going to be able to land on their feet after being spit out? They succeeded at that check. So they are going to land on their feet and they are going to turn and fire at Andy. 13 to hit.
On what?
Agility.
No.
Okay. They just like, they
Sick.
turn and they try to like 360 no scope you. But they are noob. And so they missed.
Mouse spins.
They
They
are
go.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, could I use my reaction to give myself more health? Because I'm at 6 HP.
So you can use karma at any time. It doesn't
Great.
cost anything.
Can
So
I do
yes,
that right
but
now?
yes, you can use karma.
Oh,
And you do have to use it individually, but you can use more than one. So like,
and it's the die times 3 as long as we got at least a 10
yes, Marvel die times 3.
because she's going to do that too.
That's 10 on the die.
Perfect. So then do Marvel times 3. And then it is Fissure's turn.
Yeah, repeat rock throw. Plus 5 damage. Oh, great. Okay. 22.
That's a hit. Yeah. They are, I mean, on top of that being a great roll, they are,
I'm
of course,
assuming
much easier to hit outside.
No DR either.
And they now, they have now lost their DR.
Can I ask one question?
Mhm.
For that karma, if I get a Marvel on my Marvel, does that mean any extra? Or is it just the.
I believe it just counts as a 6 for karma.
Right. Okay.
34 damage.
Well, it may shock you. They have 30 HP
Sick.
outside of the armor. So how do you want to do this?
No, it's probably is the. Oh wait, she's in. Is Andy technically incorporeal? Like I know what I want to do, but it would hit Andy also.
I am currently a physical being.
Dang nabbit. Okay.
You just got a little more HP, so I mean, no.
Yeah, she can take the hit. It's fine. I was gonna do the Toph thing where she stomps the ground, the rock flies up, and then she knocks it forward. Oh yeah, I'll just do like a big chunk of the floor. Like she'll just like stomp up a big chunk of the floor and knock it forward at him.
Okay. So the wall like flies through and just clocks them right in the whole body
Thump.
as they take the hit and then faint.
And then she
y'all
drops
are
to her
now-
knees and she's like,
Yeah. You are now out of combat. So
Yeah.
sorry about your research. She just sits there. She's like not sure what to do now.
So y'all do have 2 tied up researchers over on the left-hand side.
Oh, well, okay. If they're tied up, we'll
I'm
untie
gonna go
them.
free them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free the researchers.
I'm gonna
So y'all are
do
able-
both.
They are untied, they're gagged, and so you're able to, without any serious trouble, take care of all of that. They stand up, they say, "Oh, thank y'all so much. We were just here
Some of you at
working, and
least
all of a
have
sudden
backups.
Hydra showed up."
Please tell you at least have backups.
Of course there are. We don't know what they took. I mean, we can make some guesses based on the data, but it'll take us quite some time since they blew up the machines for us to determine exactly what went missing.
I can help you.
Is
I
it-
can maybe try and help make it go faster.
Is there anything on his body?
Like the Hydra agent?
Like the one who like blew up the computer? Like, did he transfer the information onto something he's physically holding? Like,
As
You
like
don't
earlier.
find anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a feeling it happened wirelessly.
Yeah.
No.
Makes sense.
Cell
So-
The
signal.
physical computer itself has been blown up, right?
Correct. Yeah, that
Okay.
the computer in like the middle of this room has been detonated. So
She leans out the window, finds a 5G tower, and just shakes her fist at it. Transfer
Curse you!
speeds.
This is why we have physical media.
Okay. We go back to
Any-
Avengers headquarters.
Yeah. So, any other questions y'all have for the scientists? Anything that y'all would like to do here?
I mean, I would probably help the scientists try and recover data / figure out what's up with the computer.
Kim, one of the doctors or one of the scientists, will say, of course, Andy. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come and help. Well, we probably won't be here tomorrow, but you're more than welcome to come in. It'll take us some time to get things just sorted out as a whole, but we should be back open within the week.
Of course. I'll make sure to check in with you and help everywhere I can. I've got a really good memory. It's almost a photocopy memory.
We will end there as y'all do make your way back over to the Avengers mansion. As you approach, Sam has on his screens what seems to have been like video of the fights from like outside the building, like looking in. So it's like infrared, so like it's not like a great video because Hydra had blocked the windows for the first fight, and then for the second fight they do have like somebody was able to get situated on the side, so they're able to kind of have footage of the battles. And with that, you see him, he turns to you and like raises a glass as a toast for you, towards you, and then we cut to black.
Love it.
And that has been Enter Hydra. I hope y'all had a great time playing Marvel Multiverse.
That was way more aggressively potentially lethal than I was expecting.
Yeah.
That got questionable real fast. That was cool though. I like that. I can see why people like the system as much as they
Yeah.
do. And you
Feels
do.
like
I was listening.
more math than D&D.
That is true. I was listening to Glass Cannon talk about it, and they said you actually feel powerful,
Yeah.
and that's very accurate.
Yep.
You do feel like you can really do things. At least at level 3. I don't
One
know
of
what
the
level 1's like, but like
Yeah.
rank 3, you
one of the
really
things that I
actually
like
feel
as a narrator is that there's not different skill sheets for enemies. So like y'all could as players build the Hydra armors. Like that is just
Yeah.
like an exact character that is playable. It can definitely get intimidating as the narrator because it means that like once you get to higher and higher ranks, there's more and more you have to track as you're playing more and more people, or higher and higher ranked people. But it's very cool. I like the system a lot. I do think, Andrea, to your point, there is a good amount of brain crunch where like everything is 3d6 plus a modifier versus just a d20 plus a modifier. I do like that it's only one set of dice, so it's not like roll, then find a different die, roll for damage. There definitely is an extra amount of crunch there with you like having to do math on every single roll. It'd be different if we were playing like with digital dice, of course, that would do that, but that is objectively less fun. So,
Sick. Cameron, thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Okay. We will put links in the description down below so you can go check everybody out and the stuff they do. Emma, Andrea, Cameron, thank you guys for joining us. Emma, say bye to the nice people with finger guns.
I'm saying bye to the nice people with finger guns.
I don't know why I had you do that. This is an audio podcast. That's fine.
Just know that I did it.
Andrea, say bye to the nice people with finger guns.
Bye. My character doesn't do finger guns.
Disappointed. We were going to be the finger guns. It was going to
I
be
never
perfect.
agreed to that.
That's fair. She really is the one who keeps us in check. It's perfect.
We're faculty ambassadors.
This is true. Cameron, say
she's
bye
the
to
one
the nice
with the
people.
logic.
bye, nice people, and I'll use Hydra Blasts instead of finger guns.
Yes.
Blast.
Hey, look, they were quite lethal in that last fight. So, as always, folks, thank you so much for listening, and have a blessed day. Thanks for listening to City on a Hill Gaming. If you want to find out more, visit us online at cityonahillgaming.com or by sending us an email at cityonahillgaming@gmail.com. Or check the link in the description to join our Discord. Thanks as always to our Patreon backers, Christina, Joanne, Tony, Bryan, Andrew, Sir Lord Epicname, and Grizzly Rich. And as always, thanks for listening, and have a blessed day.